to meet you. I'm Ashley with Hollywood TV. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well,
You got a 7D right there. I got it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's on it. So tell me, how does it feel to be here at Sundance premiering this movie together?
We love it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Sort of like Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
The ending, we know the ending.
And this isn't your first
It's a lot
time.
more optimistic this time.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. There we go. That's a good thing. So this is either your first
No.
time here. No. Now, how's the experience every year? How is it different? For you?
I always think the independent film, especially Sundance Film Festival, is sort of a Super Bowl independent film where it's new every time. You think you know what it was like the last time, and it's new. It's new. It's new.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so much of it depends on the genre and kind of what the tone is for the festival overall, and it always changes from year to year. So I feel like it's a great year this year. I'm really proud of Michael for his movie this year. I'm happy to be here.
Very excited. Can you tell me how this all came about? How you both got involved with this project?
I was a big fan of Jack Kerouac, and I thought Big Sur was the novel that could be brought to screen, and I was familiar with the landscape and what was going on in Northern California, and it was fascinating to me if we could try and do it, and that's what's on screen now. Hopefully we did it.
I just wanted to work with Michael Polish. I didn't know much about Kerouac.
And
I just wanted to work with him.
How was the experience working together?
Well, we met. I mean, we weren't. I don't know if people know this, but we weren't together.
You were, so this
No,
is
we
a
met on
film
this
that
movie.
Yeah.
Brought you together. Okay.
It's called Big Sur.
I'm fortunate he cast me.
Wow. Well, we see you two working together again in the future.
Yeah.
You have another project lined up?
We have a couple projects that are coming up next year.
Definitely. We're excited. Lastly, wedding plans. Have to ask.
They're happening.
They're happening right now.
That's good.
Happening right now, and they're over there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
HBO right here.
How are you doing? Good. How are you?
Box office.
So there are so many film festivals. What is it about Sundance that really makes it stand out? Or makes so many actors and filmmakers come together?
Because it's the best film festival. It really is the greatest film festival. They put themselves, there's no second place. And when there's no second place, you have to come here, and it's always been about great movies, and it helps people who've never made a movie make a movie, and people who show their first film here get into a plateau that they've never been into before. And I was that first filmmaker, God,
12 years ago.
Yeah, 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 years.
Somewhat.
12 years, yeah. Let's forget about it. But, it helped me get where I was, and I'm here today because of the Sundance Film Festival.
Okay, you've been here a few times. Do you think it really helps the filmmakers, get the word out about their films? Not only to, Hollywood, they have so much marketing, but for the smaller films, there isn't. So it's just you guys promoting it.
Yeah, it's such a supportive platform. I've been here with Another Happy Day, which was Sam Levinson's film with Ellen Barkin, and Little Birds, which was a beautiful little movie, and Black Rock, which Lake Bell and Katie Osselton and I were in, which I was so excited to see Lake Bell with her directorial feature debut, who I'm a huge fan of her. So I love her short, she's amazing. So to be able to give artists a platform to really kind of premiere their voice is so exciting. And whether it's a premiere or a veteran like yourself, it's just a great platform. It's very supportive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Porch Television. Welcome to our
Thank you so
town.
much.
Yeah, so it seems like there is a trend to bigger movies, lots of explosions and car chases.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Sundance is not like that.
Yeah. I have no explosions and no car chases. Am I in the wrong place?
No, I think you're in exactly the right place. But so, because with the success and how big this film festival has gotten, does it make you feel good about the future of independent films?
I think so. Everything goes in waves, and everything changes. And one year it's so dramatic. One year it's about comedy. One year it's about independent comedy. One year it's, it goes in waves, and you just have to have the right surfboard.
And Kate, do you specifically pick a movie that wouldn't be quite mainstream, that might be a little bit different, that would open here?
Do you know what? I always choose projects based off of material, filmmaker, character. It doesn't really matter if it's sort of a studio film or a more independent film. It's just, what am I interested in being a part of? It's as simple as that, and it always has been.
And what made you want to be a part of this project?
The director.
That's worked out for you.
It's worked out
Both
for
of
me
you.
quite well.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wanted to ask, how do you feel connected to the Beat generation, both of you?
to the poetry of the Beat generation?
Oh,
Because it's really-
you know, we try to do our best to do something for the Beat generation, and we stay true to the word. And as the film goes on, it's as we say, it's very Shakespearean, and you try and keep that. You try to keep the beat going, and sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, and I hope that we make it great.
And what about you? What did you like mostly about playing this movie and the role?
Well, it's an interesting time in history, you know, because it's kind of a transitory time between something quite conservative into something a bit more kind of free and liberating, if you will, sort of the more square, conservative kind of society into the hippies. So it was interesting to kind of explore the women of that time and sort of see how they felt. So Michael sent me a lot of the women of the Beat generation of that time, and you know, there's not a lot written about my character, but I kind of cherry-picked a lot of different women of that time, sort of sober observers, and sort of kind of took little tidbits that I found interesting and kind of put her into my character.
And working together, you're also together in life. How easy to do you give each other advice?
It's perfection.
How does it work?
It's perfection.
He doesn't need advice from me. I take all the advice from him, though.
It's perfection.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
My phone isn't working. My phone is not working. I have no cell reception here.
Me neither.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh yes, let's. But first, the movie.
All right.
So how has your experience at Sundance been so far?
Great. I've never had a bad. I ran out of gas once, but that was 10 years ago.
How does it feel to be premiering your film at Sundance?
I love it. It's the best platform you can ask for, especially for a Kerouac movie.
So tell us a little bit about the film and your character.
There you go. I'm not in it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the film, though?
Well, the film is it's the film. The film's about the disintegration of somebody who was very lauded for their first movie and their first book, which was On the Road, and then it kind of spirals down, and he ends up writing a movie or book called On the Road, was it?
Big Sur.
Yeah, Big Sur. But Big Sur was the third or fourth book after On the Road, and you can see that kind of disintegration. So this was the kind of end of Jack Kerouac.
And my character sort of played the. I don't know. I was interested. There's not much about my character written, but there's quite a bit about the women of the Beat generation that's interesting. So I read a lot about. I kind of cherry picked from the different women who have written about their experience and their sort of sober observation of the kind of chaos that ensued from these kind of literary heroes. So I suppose my character is kind of all these women.
The thread.
Yeah, it is. It's a thread, and it's all these women kind of put into one. You know.
That sounds like a great film. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Hi, Michael. Nice to see you again.
I've seen you again.
Yeah, it's been a few hours.
Hours.
Yeah, Kate, nice to see you as well.
Nice to see you too.
We know a lot about the men in this film and of this time, but not a lot about the women.
Right.
So tell us about your character and sort of how you prepared.
Well, my character is Billy in the film, and she is the mistress to Neil Cassidy, and because Neil Cassidy introduces her to Jack Kerouac, she becomes a lover to Jack Kerouac. So much between these two men, Neil Cassidy and Jack Kerouac, are kind of shared, whether it's experience or women or memories or whatever it is. Like that was very much their life, was to share. And so the women, whether it was Carolyn or my character Billy, were kind of fragile and strong enough to be a part of withstand it and be a part of this kind of patchwork of what they created. And I would imagine that it would be, a bit challenging and exciting and thrilling and confronting, and those are all the things hopefully brought to the character.
Yeah. And it was interesting because even on sort of their downfall, when they maybe weren't behaving so well, women and their friends still were so loyal to them and so drawn to them. What was it about these guys that even when they were, not behaving well, everybody still wanted to support them and be there for them?
They were men. That's it.
That's all it took?
So they were men. Everybody's a flawed character, and they took it on the chin as much as they could.
Yeah.
And I think men at that time they made mistakes and they could correct it or not. And this is what it's about. It's how do we do what we do, and we do it great.
Okay, well, thank you both
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Enjoy
Thanks.
the premiere tonight.
Thanks so
Nice
much.
to see you again.
Thank you.
So I'm Ricardo from HBO Love Music.